Imagine this, your website crashes and you have no idea where your backups are or how to restore them. Or maybe you need to log in to make updates, but you can't remember the password. And the one you wrote down is nowhere to be found. Total nightmare, right? Let's make sure this never happens. In this video, I'll show you how a simple annual business fire drill can prevent disasters like these, saving you time and money and giving you peace of mind. In this video, I'm going to show you what an annual business fire drill looks like and why it matters, the simple checklist to help prevent disasters and save you money, and how to get this done quickly and easily. To avoid surprises, some people keep an emergency bag packed and ready, things like a flashlight, batteries, and first aid supplies. Why? Because when something unexpected happens like a power outage or a storm, you don't want to be scrambling around in the dark. Or better yet, you want to spot potential problems in advance to minimize the chance of something bad ever happening in the first place. Your business needs that same level of readiness. An annual business fire drill is your chance to do just that, to make sure everything is in good shape, running smoothly, and ready for anything that might come your way. The first step in your business fire drill is to secure your digital assets. Let's break this down into 3 key tasks. First, review and test your passwords. Do you have a list of usernames and passwords for your online accounts? If so, do you know where it is? Keeping a digital copy is fine, but it's also smart to have a paper hard copy on hand just in case your digital list gets accidentally deleted or lost. Next, test to make sure your login credentials still work, and don't just assume. For your most important online services like your website, I recommend manually typing in your username and password to confirm everything is working and that no one changed it without telling you. Next, verify your website backups. Are you confident your website is being backed up regularly? And more importantly, do you have multiple backups stored in different locations? This way, you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. Once you've confirmed your backups exist, you should also perform a test restore to make sure you can bring your site back to life if it unexpectedly crashes. Having a backup of your site but not knowing how to restore your site is useless. And just so you know, restoring your site involves more than just copy and paste. Next, check your domain renewals. Make sure your domain name is still set to auto-renew. Sometimes settings can get accidentally switched, and if your domain expires, your website will go offline immediately. And don't forget, domain renewals and website hosting renewals are 2 totally separate things. Both need to be checked to make sure your site remains online. The next part of your annual business fire drill is to audit your website. First, you want to test your website functionality. Click through every page and post on your site and check for broken links. If you link to other websites, make sure those pages are still active and not showing a 404 page not found error. For every form on your site, submit a test form to confirm the form is still working and that you're receiving notifications when it's completed. If you run a service-based business, your forms are the lifeblood of your website, so don't skip this step. Next, check mobile optimization. Pull out your phone and visit your site on your phone. Are your pages loading quickly? Is your site easy to navigate? Is everything still working? Remember, just because your desktop version of your website works, that doesn't guarantee the mobile version is in good shape. A large portion of your traffic will come from mobile users, so you need to make sure their experience is a good one. Next, reevaluate your website content. Look for outdated graphics, old copy, or page layouts that feel stale. A lot can change in a year online. It's like dog years for the internet. If you haven't read your own website in a while, you might find yourself thinking, that's no longer accurate, or what was I thinking when I wrote this? Check small details like the copyright date in your footer. Little things like this make a big difference. Your website is a reflection of your business, so you want to keep it looking modern and professional. Next, test your social media integration. Make sure your social media icons link to active profiles. Outdated links can make you look like you don't pay attention to detail. For example, if you haven't posted on Instagram in years, consider removing that social media icon from your site. You don't want to send visitors to a social media ghost town. Next, review Google Analytics or similar tracking tools. Make sure your tracking tools are functioning properly and giving you data on which pages are most popular, how long visitors stay, and your conversion rates. Without even basic data like this, you're flying blind and don't really know what's working and what is not. The next part of your annual business fire drill is to streamline your operations. This involves identifying ways to reduce waste, improve efficiency, and save money. Audit recurring expenses. Go through your credit card statements or PayPal account and identify any subscriptions or services you no longer use or need. Even canceling a service that's just $20 a month saves you $240 a year. And that's a nice dinner out or extra cash in your pocket. Next, clean up your email list. If you're using an email marketing service, most charge based on the total number of subscribers. So removing inactive subscribers can lower your cost and keep your list focused on engaged contacts. Next, declutter your digital workspaces. Organize your files, folders, and computer desktop to improve your daily workflow. A cluttered digital space can slow you down and make it harder to find what you need. Spending just a little time tidying up can reduce stress and boost your productivity. Next, reassess your software tools. Do they still meet your needs? Maybe there's a single tool that now does what 2 tools used to do. Not only can this save you money, it can also streamline your daily workflow. The final part of your annual business fire drill is to make your plan actionable by documenting everything. Because if it's not in writing, it doesn't exist. Create a simple step-by-step checklist that outlines everything your business needs to keep running smoothly. For example, how to access your website or social media or YouTube channel if content needs to be changed or updated. How to log into bank accounts to pay vendors or employees. How to restore your website if it gets hacked or crashes. As mentioned earlier, it's a good idea to have both a password-protected digital file as well as a printed hard copy stored in a secure location. In addition, you should share your checklist with one or more trusted individuals, like a family member, or a friend, or a team member who could step in if you're not available due to a medical emergency or, God forbid, you die unexpectedly. Hopefully you'll never have to execute on this emergency checklist, but thinking these things through and writing them down in advance means you'll be ready just in case. And as the saying goes, it's always better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Now that you've got this annual checklist for your business, it's a great time to take a closer look at your website itself, especially if you haven't looked at it in a while. At first glance, your website might seem just fine, but there could be observable signs that it's time to be redesigned or modernized. And I've got a video that walks you through how to objectively evaluate your website, and you can watch that right here.